Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns podcast, and here I am winding another ball. I had gotten some black yarn at Walmart because Eeyore needs some black on him, and I went looking for black, and I only had like sport weight black. That's highly unusual in my stash. And everything else that I thought was black was really a true navy. You know, not as in the dark blue, but true navy, where it's hard to tell between it and black. But when I got it under the lights, I'm like, oh, that's navy. That's not going to work. Eeyore can't work with navy. So, I had to stop and get some of that. Today is Thursday, August the 16th. And I have graduated from physical therapy. Yay! My goals have been met. The physical therapist's goals have been met. I've been sleeping with very little pain. Do have some bursitis on that side, but now I know what I need to do. And I did find someone who is a massage therapist that does that deep tissue massage for a decent price. So, yeah, now I'm gonna look forward to those when we get back from our little trip to North Carolina. And, things are good. Sometimes finding out just how you need to hold yourself, walk, and some exercises to strengthen different muscle groups back help, and I know they do. So I'm kind of thrilled about that. Now I have a question. Have you guys ever forgot about something that is very important and you realized at last minute, oh yeah, I have to do that? Today is one of those. I am one of the members of the hospital's advisory board. And I forgot we have a meeting this evening. So, thank goodness they called to remind you, because otherwise I'd have been sitting here not having a clue as to what to do. So, anyway. I will be going for that and doing some other stuff to get ready for a little trip, and then tomorrow you may see some scenes here and there from the road. We do try to stop enough times because it is a 9.5, 10-hour trip for us. And I think my husband's mother, when we get there, always wants to go out to eat for dinner. And then she wants to go get groceries. We have tried to stress to her that once we've got done, we don't want to do anything else. We don't want to go get groceries. We're exhausted. Well, she's pretty adamant, and Thomas talked to her last night and told her we're not doing that. If all you have is peanut butter or scrambled eggs, that's fine. We are not going to go out and get groceries after we get in, because it's just too tiring on all of us. I get cranky, he gets cranky, then his mother gets cranky, and it's just not worth it. So sometimes you have to be a little tough with family, I guess. Of course, no one likes to do that, you know, but hey, I think in the long run she'll really enjoy it better, because then we can go do that Saturday. Get all those things done she wants to get done, and get the groceries, and do whatever. Of course, I always hope for a trip to Hobby Lobby, which means we'd have to go on Saturday. The Hobby Lobby that we generally visit up there is in Alamance Crossing, up in Burlington area. And so I'm kind of looking forward to, I always look forward to a trip to Hobby Lobby, even if it's just to look-see. And since I've already broken Randy's, no enhance your stash, no augmentation August, I've already failed that. So, today I had to run up Joann's. I needed something, and someone had asked me to get them something. They don't normally go up that way. So I determined I'd just go ahead and do what I like to do. My husband doesn't really care to go to Joann's. He gets really frustrated, because I understand that it's a business thing when they start asking you, what are you making? As they're cutting your fabric. But he's like, just cut the fabric and let's go. But he doesn't enjoy that part, so I go up and get what I need to get, and I need to get something. Someone had a request for a certain type of project bag, and I will show you that fabric in a moment, because it's really cute fabric. And of course, I got enough to make me a project bag too. So, and I have been coveting, envious of Seta's place, because she's coming home with all these Star Trek fabrics from her Joann's or wherever she's getting it. There is none at mine. I mean none. There's 190 Star Wars. There's like 3 or 4 Games of Thrones, all kinds of Mickey, Disney, all kinds of Eagles, Steelers, Penn State fabrics. Not a single Star Trek fabric. In fact, this is the first time I've seen they don't even have Doctor Who fabric. Now, I did get quite a few stash when it was out last year, several of the different fabrics that were available. So I'm kind of surprised that they don't continue that one, because it is popular. Although a lot of people have told me one of the fabrics that I did purchase actually bleeds a lot. So, I'm just going to use color catchers with it. Sometimes that's all you can do. I have actually tried to set the dyes with some citric acid in hopes it would keep it from bleeding so much. But we'll see how that goes. Let me grab this fabric and show you it, because it's adorable. And when she told me what she wanted, I was like, what? Snoopy skulls? Now, I'm a big Sugar Skull fan. Check that out. Perfect for fall. Look how cute those are. And the Sugar Skulls included. Yep, I told you, got enough for me to make a bag. So it was really cute. Other than that, I got the one item the other person wanted me to get for him, and I will be giving that to him when I see them. And of course, since I'd already broke the no craft augmentation thing, I decided to go over to the Walmart there in State College on Benner Pike to see if there was any reduced yarn. There was not. They still have not reduced their Mandela yarns at all in this store, or their Burnett Pops. One of my friends told me that the store in Mill Hall, I was looking at the rest of this skein of yarn, told me that earlier this week that Mill Hall had reduced their mandala down to $1 a skein. She had gotten a couple of those because she wanted to do a shawl. And I was like, I can't believe she didn't at least tell me, call me. I'm kidding, it's okay. I really don't need any more yarn. I've got plenty of yarn. I had decided on my trip, one of my plans was to work on the Eeyore pattern. I want to get that one done. And I am also going to finish writing up one of 3 patterns. I generally write it out longhand in a notebook and then type it up into the computer. I used to have a voice program that I could dictate. Dragon Naturally Speak does not understand me since I've had my neck surgery. So, and it's supposed to be one of those that is good at learning. And I realize a lot of that is because the words, when I say them, sometimes don't sound the same or correctly. And, you know, it's kind of like, well, I'll give you for instance. When I first met my husband's family, his older brother would talk to me, and he would be talking, and I did not understand a flippin' thing he said. Everything sounded like he was speaking some other kind of language. Well, my husband and I, later on, we were talking about that. I told him, I said, I can't understand what Jimmy's saying. You know. I said, so sometimes I catch a word here or there, and I just nod, yeah. My husband started laughing. He said, all right, let's put this on and you listen to it. And we have listened to some podcasts in the past where they are speaking Old English, or what's called the Queen's English, or many times in North Carolina, Outer Banks area, it's called tighter, because a lot of people that come over that way would be the high tiders, and they would speak in this language. And as we were listening, I started laughing. I realized Jimmy, the entire time, I was not recognizing that he was using some of that Old English, Queen's English, and the tighter language. Tighter, as in T-I-D-E-R. But once I realized that, I've been able to understand everything he says when he gets to talking. So, you know, language is an interesting thing. We have a lot of English language is one of the most confusing to a lot of people, simply because of the way we spell things, and, you know, so many words have looked like tear, tear. You know, you never know which way to use it until you see it being used in the sentence. My girlfriends also joked about, we were talking about something one day, and I was telling them, well, I saw this place that's supposed to be in, and I said, Reading, Pennsylvania. And they just laughed. They said, no, it's Reading, Pennsylvania. I said, then why is it spelled like reading? Like you're reading a book. So, you know, we have a good laugh about some of those names. But yeah, language is an interesting thing. Anyway, those are my goals to work on for the weekend that I will be gone. I've contacted my son. I'm hoping to get to see him That is not always possible, and sometimes my husband's mother does not understand that I like to see my son as well. And my son is in the Raleigh area, and I don't think he doesn't work on Sundays because he works at Gabriel Ryder Salon in downtown Raleigh, and he is a hairstylist, and he is a very good hairstylist. Although I do not let him do my hair many times because he has different ideas of what he wants to do than what I want to do. And that is one reason I quit letting my older sister cut my hair. I had one time, when I was a teenager, hair that was about down to here. All I wanted were the dead ends trimmed off, probably about that far. Yeah. She was determined I was going to get a short haircut, and that's exactly what she did. She gave me a short haircut. So, I no longer let family do me very often when it comes to my hair, because that annoys me when they don't do what you ask them to do. At least when you go to your own stylist, beautician, they will listen to you, and they will pretty much do what you ask them to do. You know, my son, the reason my hair is this long as it is because he has pestered me to keep it long. Although he has no idea that coming up pretty soon, it's going to get whacked off. I have been known amongst my friends and my family, because I like getting it very short, like in Snow White on Once Upon a Time, extremely short. And then the cowlick pictures come forward. And generally, what I always found funny is, before it was time to cut my hair, trim it again, there was always one hair that was little thing that would stand straight up like this the day that I was going to get my hair cut. And I used to laugh. I'd say, you see, my hair's flipping me off because I'm going to get it cut. But, yeah. So, if one of these days you sign on, you see me, and you realize, oh my God, she got her hair cut. That's why. Because I've reached the point of no return. I'm sick of it. And I'm pretty much close to being there as we speak. Because it annoys me when I'm eating, gets into my mouth. Or when I'm sleeping, it starts getting stuck in the armpit as you roll over. And you ladies that have long hair, you know that can be annoying. And it drives me nuts, so I just get it whacked off. Alright, folks, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you again sometime, maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Everybody have a great weekend. Remember to be kind. Bye.